The thing that I'm most passionate about is ultralight finesse fishing with soft plastics and lures out in my kayak. I'm pretty excited today. I've got a new toy to play with, and there's something very unique about this rod. So this is the Black Swan from Favorite Fishing. What's very unique about it is its weight. So I own a handful of rods in that ultra finesse light space, and the weight of those rods, anything from about 135 grams to my lightest rod, which is 96 grams. Now this rod is a staggering 58 grams. Yes, that is correct. You heard me right. 58 grams. And what it is simplicity by design to reduce weight in every area possible. Starting from the very bottom where they've got this tiny little piece of EVA foam which just fits at your handle. You've got a very simplistic yet very comfortable and stylish reel seat. Again, just to cover your hand. You don't need to add weight anywhere else. They've got a really nice Toray Carbon T1100 blank. Very fast action, and what I find is with a lot of your ultralight finesse rods, they tend to get very light and whippy, where this is quite stiff and fast action, which is awesome when you're using soft plastics to really help you set the hook and feel all the sensitivity. You've then got your titanium Fuji Torzai guides all the way through the guide train. Very, very small, very minimalistic, everything to reduce weight. But the thing that really got my attention with this rod is the rod tip, and I have never fished with anything this thin and this light before, and that's going to really take ultralight fishing and take it to the absolute next level. So we're out in a system today where we're going to be targeting things like your bream, your pinkies and your snook, and I think what it's going to do, it's going to take targeting your fish between your sort of 30 and 50 centimeter size and really turning it into a really fun sport. So I'm really keen to get this rod out on the water, really put it through its paces and just see exactly what it's capable of. Flicking some soft plastics amongst these boat holes, which is one of my favorite forms of fishing. And as I've already alluded to, this is what we're using today. So this is the Black Swan. I've got a Sirius 2500 paired with that. And what we're going to be flicking is what we usually have with a lot of success here, just to start off with, just a soft plastic. That's your Z-Man 2.5 inch grub. That's in the midnight oil color. And that's on a HWS jig head. I think that's 1/20th today. And we're going to start at the very start here and then work our way through. Lots of nibbles, but not hookups at the moment, so oh, here we go. Tada. There we go, guys. We've got a fish. So this is the first decent fish on the Black Swan. Oh, it's a snook. It's a big one too. There we go. Okay, and here is your first decent catch of the day on that rod. So that is what we know as a snook or a short fin pike, and they hit hard. They don't go on big bursts of speed, these guys. They are pretty docile fighters other than that first hit, and often they're in packs. And this guy hit that Z-Man grub really hard. Felt pretty awesome on that very ultralight rod. And as I always say, you've got to watch out for the teeth of these guys today. So I've just got the holder there just to keep him nice in place. It's currently on 8 o'clock and we've just hit peak of high tide now. So we're going to have the next 2 hours of run out tide. And I suspect that's going to be probably the best fishing. So the wind's made it a little bit tricky because we are drifting very fast today, but we're going to make the best of what we got. And that's a really, really nice fish to start the day. So that snook has absolutely shredded my line and leader and actually even bent the jig head. So what I've just done now is I've just spent 5 minutes tying a new one on. So I've cut away the bit of leader that looked like it was a little bit scuffed up from the teeth. I've put on a new jig head. Now what I've done is I've dropped down to 1/20th. So usually around here I'm fishing about 1/28th. There's a lot of water movement today, a lot of current, and I find as if my plastic is just taking far too long to get down to the bottom, and in some cases not getting down at all. So we've gone a little bit down in jig head weight, hoping that that's going to help us just a little bit with casting accuracy in this slight wind, and also getting that soft plastic down into the strike zone. Hopefully we might be able to get onto a few more fish now with, you know, always making slight adjustments. Every single day you come out in the water is a little bit different. You just got to keep adjusting until you find that nice balance of what's working really well. And that's normal. Every day you got to go out. It's the ones that make the adjustments. They're the ones that are probably going to catch the fish. So let's hope now we're onto a bit of a winning recipe here. We'll go out in a minute. We'll go out into the open water. I reckon with your setup, we've got a better chance there. I reckon we'll work our way up these boats.
I'm using a curl tail, you know,
yeah, that's fine.
Curl tail, whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's okay.
I thought so.
Do you want a Z-Man grub?
Is it going to make a difference?
Oh, just that might be a bit big for some bream.
Big, but I've got no. The only other one I didn't bring it. How comes that?
No, that's fine, mate. Here, I'll give you.
I wasn't set up, remember?
No, that's fine, mate. Here, grub.
This could be omen, mate. This is what happened last time. We killed it after that.
Oh, what I'll do is hang on a second. Oh, I'm on. Just jump back. Can you put it in reverse?
I've got no reverse. Hang on.
Whoa, it's a good fish too. Whoa.
Go, you go. You got it. There you go.
Yeah, all right. Whoa, that took off, Tanner.
Keep going, mate. Hold on. It's a cracker. That's
wow.
a beauty.
Holy crap. I was just getting the plastic out and I could feel that.
Yeah. That looks so good.
Hoping it's a bream. Sort of fighting a bit like a bream.
Okay.
Oh, and it feels nice. What they do though, when you're fighting them here, they run straight for underneath the boat hulls.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a good fish. I think it's a nice big bream. Oh, it's a nice big pinky actually.
Nice pinky. Looks like it, yeah.
Yep. So, oh, it's a good one too.
Oh, nice.
So this is on the 58 gram fishing rod.
Oh, that's a beauty.
There we go. Oh, how's that for timing, mate?
That's a beautiful fish.
That's a nice one actually. That's probably a mid-30s, maybe
Absolutely.
a tad bigger. So, all right, so there is our second fish on the ultralight setup there. So they're just the 58 gram rod. And I tell you what, it is a lot of fun. That drag was just screaming just a tad, but it's just the fun of feeling that, you know, really, really ultralight action. You feel that all the way through the blank. It's not a huge fish. It's an absolutely beautiful pinky. I love fish like this, but I know there's some bigger ones here. So we're hoping we're going to be able to get onto something that's going to stress this rod out just a little bit more. But for now, that's a really good couple of fish that gets us on the board, and pretty eager to get a few more. So let's see if there's a few more of these beautiful grub munching pinkies hanging around. That looks a bit nicer now. Just calm down a tad for a second, which is nice. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Tanner. There we go, guys. We've got another good fish on here. Alrighty. What do we got this time? This one feels quite heavy. Look at that. Whoa. This is a nice fish. Now, we are drifting really fast towards those boats, so we just want to stay away from them. And this thing's going on big runs. Whoa. Going behind the kayak. Bit of chaos here. Wow, this is a good fish. There's a little bit of weed on the line. That's a nice fish. Oh, it's a very, oh, is that a bream? Ooh, oh, yes. That is a huge bream. Yes. Look at that. What a stunning fish. Another grub muncher. And that's a really, really nice, respectable size bream. That's a beautiful, beautiful fish. All right, pretty excited about this catch. That is a beautiful bream on that ultralight rod. You're not too sure what it is at first, but it went on a really, really big run. That drag was just screaming just a tad. And, you know, with that really, really ultralight rod tip, you sort of just play these fish. And it went on some big runs, even went around the kayak and sort of had to move my rod around. But that is a beautiful bream. That's in your high 30s. These things punch way above their weight. They're a beautiful fish. One of my favorite fish. I've got a huge amount of respect for these fish. So this guy is definitely going to go back in the water. And I'm absolutely thrilled to be catching fish like that on a rod that is this light. So bloody awesome fun. Well, that's the trifecta now. We've got a really nice size snook, a really good size pinky, and also that beautiful bream that we just caught. So, been fishing now for about 45 minutes. It has been a little bit slow. The conditions have been a little bit challenging, but you know what? We're starting to get a few decent fish on the board now. Just coming to an area that is very, very shallow. So we've dropped the jig head size again back to 1/28. And all we're gonna do is just work it very, very slowly. Hopefully that wind will calm down and we'll get back into the area with some structure. But at the moment here, just in this open water, we know we'll get a few fish in here. So we're just gonna go slow, really, really ultralight, and hopefully we'll get another one to share with you very, very soon. All right, so now I am just using that breeze. So I'm basically pedaling over towards the edges where it gets to about 0.5 of a meter deep. And it's just letting the wind and the current just drift me back into the open water. So what that allows me to do is to get much better casting distance. That way I'm not fighting the wind, I'm actually using it to my advantage. So often when you're working your soft plastic with the breeze, what happens is your line goes slack really quickly and the soft plastic tends to drop to the bottom a lot faster. When you're working it against the current, it tends to hold the soft plastic upright, your light doesn't go slack, and you're just feeling a little bit more control. So little things like that, that over time, you kind of pick up that are things that can make a big difference. You might be fishing the same area, but it may just be the way that you're facing and the techniques that you're using, little things that can improve your catch rate. So, you know, try and use the elements into your favor. The conditions today are really tough. There is no doubt about that. There we go. Oh, shnikes. That was a big hit on the drop. The conditions are tough. There is no question about that. There we go. He's still there. Come on, take it, take it, take it. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God, what was that?
That's definitely a pinky. Go. Got another fish on. And he's not done. He's seen the kayak and gone for a big run. I just got to keep him off the bottom because we are shallow here. It's a beautiful pinky. That's a really nice pinky. There we go. So there's another good fish. He's a very feisty fish, this one, because I cannot keep him still for a second. But there you go. So there is another beautiful pinky. As we call them, little grub munchers, because they take those little Z-Man grubs. And you know what? We're not targeting monsters here. We made that very clear. We're using ultra light gear, using that rod that only weighs 58 grams. So targeting fish of these size between your sort of 30 and your 40 centimeters is so much fun. And what we're doing is we're catching quite smallish fish turning it into a sport that's really, really fun, where, you know what, you've got to play them. You've got to let the fish take a bit of line, and that's a lot of fun. You know, there's no point coming out here and using a 3 to 5 kilo rod and just dragging them in, because what you do is you're taking the sport element, you're taking the pleasure out of it. What you want to do is have a lot of fun tangling with fish of these size. I love these fish. Look at the colors, look at the spots. They love soft plastics, and to me, this is in my element. Yeah, the conditions are pretty tricky, but I'm using a pretty kick-ass rod there, and I'm catching some beautiful fish on my kayak with soft plastics and lures, and to me, it doesn't get much better than that. So we're going to get this beautiful fish back in the water and see if we can get another one. Now, it's currently sitting right at the moment on 40k wind, so it is very, very challenging. Now, you might not appreciate that because we do have the windshield mics on, so we do our best to try and get the best audio when we're out here, but it has been very, very challenging, but we're pretty happy catching a few fish like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. That's funny. I was just bringing that in at the weight. It's really heavy now. It feels like it's stuck on something. I reckon it's done me. No, still got some control here. It's a good fish. Got it out, whatever it is. It's not done though. Oh. Yeah, it's a pinky. It's a good pinky. Here we go. That's a nice fish. There we go. Well, there's another one. Beautiful fish. They go hard, these fish, don't they? Punch way above their weight. So, but there is another beautiful pinky. So that has taken that 2.5 inch grub on that ultralight rod. So this definitely isn't a monster. So he's going to go back. He's just above legal size. Conditions are pretty tough out here at the moment. So we're very much working hard for them, just making adjustments, moving around. Fishing in the structure is almost impossible at the moment. So we've just come out to that open water, and as you can see behind me, we are drifting at a very, very fast pace. Get that soft plastic out of this beautiful fish's mouth. Look at those beautiful, beautiful pink colors. So, as I said, you know, to me, that's definitely a fish that should go back of that size. We want to see these fish grow and flourish and get bigger. A lot of fun on the ultralight stuff. Let's get this beautiful fish back in the water.